Hello again. Welcome back to the Beginning Lampworkers Fun Challenges. This is October 2018. We're going to be doing striking fall colors. Now, for this month, when we talk about striking, we're not talking about the double helix or the silver strikers, as everybody knows. We're going to be working with the effetre colors, or any of the yellows, reds, there's even some purples that are really nice strikers, but primarily because of these being so inexpensive, we want to work with these. They're fairly easy to strike, and we want to give you guys a chance to see how the different colors are done. This is electric yellow, which is what we're going to be using today. There's also an orange and a red. If you're not sure which your rod is, because it looks clear until it's actually struck, what you can do is put it up to a window and look at the back end. The concentrated color will tell you what that rod actually is. A lot of times when I'm done with a rod, I'll leave that little bit of color there so that I can tell what it is, or if you buy an old stash, it'll have that color at the end that'll tell you, or you can do a little mash it sort of thing and make a little thing that you can always see the color and keep it with your group. This is electric yellow, effetre electric yellow, that I'm going to be using today. I'm going to do a leaf head pin, just something kind of quick so that you can see the way the color develops. So I have two little pin vices here. One I got from Donna Falkner. I really like it. It has a spinny thing in the back that allows your hand to spin and hold it. So we're going to be using that first. We're going to be making a leaf, such as you see right here. This is an electric yellow leaf. It's on a bracelet that I made. I put together with some crystals and a bunch of other leaves using the different fall colors. It's just kind of a fun thing that I liked. I love purple, yellow, orange, but this is just one of the many things that you can do with them. And this is, for those who are not familiar with jewelry making, this is a head pin. You make the glass right on the end and then add your crystals and fold it up. I use 20 gauge stainless steel. You can get this at most good beading shops, or you can buy them online. This is 20 gauge. 18's a little stiff. 22 is way too flimsy for what we're doing. After I make my piece, and then when I'm done, take what I want, I can cut it off or reuse it if I don't like the way the piece came out. You can see this is a little bit darker. Alright, so let's do this. Being a nice transparent, I will just like with clear, a lot of the transparents, I will cut off the end. I'll pinch it right off, because the reason behind that, for those of you who don't already know, is that when they cut these rods, there's a little bit of oil, usually on the blade, and that will leave a residue on the end of the rod. Not a big deal with colored things, or if you're doing beads, it gets buried, but that residue, you can kind of see it burning there, can affect the clarity of your bead. So I like to just get rid of it. I'm picky that way. Alright, you want a neutral flame. Not too much propane, not too much oxygen. Nice, neutral, soft. You don't want it hissing, you don't want dragon breath. Just a nice simple flame. This will help you to keep from burning out the color. Many striking colors, if you heat them too hot, you'll see them turn white and the color disappears and you're never going to get it back. It's not like the silver strikers where you can reset the glass and get it back. You want to work this cool and quick. That's the trick to these. Anytime you're applying these to a bead or something, do yourself a favor, make them one of the last colors, so that you don't cook the color right out of it. Because it just, once the chemistry changes, that's it. You'll get a yellow, but you won't get the nice bright yellow that you're looking for. Okay, so I've got my glass on there. I'm going to cut it off. Remember, even when you're cutting the glass off, do it cool and quick. As soon as you cook it in the end, see, like if I scorch it here and get it white hot, that color, you see it for a sec and then it's gone. And you'll have a clear end to your rod. That's it. No big deal, but it's gone. You're not getting it back. Okay. Working in the middle of the flame, you can see, I hope you can see the color starting to show up there. I don't want to overdo it, but I want it soft and malleable. I'm going to press it, keep your metal in the end of your tip. Now with this one, what I want to do is I want to keep my color, so I let it cool down again. Heat up one edge till I see the bloom of the yellow. You want to see it show up. When you see it, go in, press your pattern in. You don't want to do it too much, because if it blooms too many times, it's going to go clear on you. So just get your bloom, get it warm, get your stretch, get your pattern in. Okay, now I'm going to go for the overall shape. Warm, seeing the bloom that I like, grab it, pull it, and give it a little bit of a stretch. Voila! Instant leaf. But the leaf is secondary. What we want you to work on is the color. If you don't get the color, it's okay. It's cheap glass. You can go back and try again. But remember, anytime you're working with this sort of a situation, that the rule of insanity, trying to get different results by doing the same thing over and over and over. Try something different. If your glass didn't bloom, reduce your oxygen a little bit. You can see the center candle. Well, maybe you can see the center candle moves out. You get a softer, bushier flame. Try that. Work cooler. Work further out. Try different things to get different results. And you can see, hopefully you can see, the different colors in there. Maybe. You can see the different shades. Towards the outer edge it went clear because I worked it a little too long. Try different flames, different lengths of time in the flame, different shapes. If you're not getting it on a thin one, it's actually easier to strike a bead. But when you are done and you want to put it in your kiln or wherever, you know, your blanket, those I was just doing for fun, when you finish it, when you put the last wrap on there, you want the glass to have a nice buttery glow. If it doesn't have that for the yellow, if it doesn't have that warm glow to it that almost looks like orange, if it's clear, you've overstruck it. So just keep that in mind. You want to work it neutral, fast, and cool. Feel free to contact me if you have any questions. I'm an admin in the Beginning Lampworkers Fun Challenge group and would be happy to chat with you. Thanks. Good luck.